if we build in new political institutions, and SAC is very important to lead this way here in the US and other institutions, and later on we form a national movement, a political national movement, is still relevant and still important to be able to build a voice. I see all these institutions, all these NGOs add some value, but unless we have a national movement can actually reflect and amplify the Syrian voice of the Syrian revolution, I don't think that we can make any difference.
Yes.
So we can get more questions.
Okay, okay. I'll make it short. You mentioned what can we do here as an American from Syrian origin. There's two levels. Number one, to cooperate with people on the ground there, on training to form their local government, education, and we are proud to have her with us today, with Rania, and in health sector, to develop these three sectors. And here in US, advocacy with our government here in DC, but I think we are doing this, but the point that we forgot about and we are neglecting it is UN. We have UN here in New York, which is in US. And most of the humanitarian aid end up with the Shabiha and the people loyal to the regime. Okay, that's a big percentage, and which is not designed for that. And I just heard that there were 30 trucks that taking humanitarian aid financed by UN. 26 of them just vanished, and they find them in Latakia instead of going to the place that they were designed to go there. So this is one of the points that we should cooperate also with Mariam, and to pressure and follow up or monitor and issue reports about how UN, and we can squeeze them in the corner. So this is also one of the points that we should work, and no one is doing this among the Syrian American US organizations. So this is important to follow up on this and focus on. Thank you.
You want to say something?
I want to comment on that point. It's 92% of all aid in Syria. Now, I mean, the regime holds a lot more territory, but this was from 2016 when there was papers leaked from OCHA that indicated that 92% of aid goes into the government-held areas. This is because now the legitimate representative of the Syrian government that sits at Security Council sessions is Bashar al-Jafari. And he goes on and on and on. They're given 5 minutes. He goes on for 45 minutes. And when the speaker of the president of this council tries to stop him, the Russians jump in and say, no, he needs to speak because this is his country that supports him. This is the reality we live at the UN. So we need to work with everybody. We need to keep putting pressure on everyone, but we are at a very difficult situation where I feel we as Syrian community, and this is one of the things that brought me actually today, is that we need to rethink about how we approach the crisis. We need to rethink how we approach the international community, and how do we plan our tactics in combating what's happening internationally. If we're going to keep counting on armed forces on the ground and the kind of weapons that we're going to be receiving from different governments in order to take back territory, that is not going to work. This is what we have tried in the past 8 years, and it has not worked. We as Syrian people, we have power as people, and this is what we need to count on. And when I'm talking about these demonstrations, the Hamas demonstration, the 400,000 people that came out, that is our power. We need to create our own destiny. I know I sound like an idealist, giving a preaching sermon, but in the end, if we're talking about the violence that's happening on the ground, if we're going to make any change where we count on every bullet that we get is coming from a certain government. Every Kalashnikov, every piece of weapon that we get is coming from a certain government with an agenda with it. We need to remember this. We need to know that we as Syrian people need to count on a different kind of tactic in order to gain back our authority. It doesn't matter in the end, I mean, I'm going to say it, this is as Mariam Jalebi. It doesn't matter what flag flies over any territory. What matters is that these people who are in these territories are respected, have human rights, are not being arrested. Now what happens is that people in liberated and not liberated and whatever are afraid. Like Daniel said, everybody's afraid. Nobody lives under any area where it's protected, where their human rights are protected. Some areas are better than other areas, but we're talking about the minimal level of where that better is.
Thank you, and I'm still going to ask you about the details and practical steps, but first I'm going to open it up for the audience. If you have any questions or feedback, Dr. Rami Kishi.
The question for you, Rania.
Microphone.
How much leverage Turkey has over al-Assad in Idlib?
It's a very, very sensitive question.
I know
I
that's
would
why I asked that
rather not
question.
go into that answer. Yeah, no comment. Thank you.
That sums it up.
Thank you.
Mr. Assad.
I don't understand this answer that Turkey has no leverage over the Nusra. They should liquidate in total. Turkey should liquidate the Nusra entirely from the region. I don't understand your answer, basically. If Turkey is in charge of Idlib and the surrounding area, their obligation commitment to the folks who live in that area to give economically and socially, take care of them. I don't understand. If they're living up to a certain opposition, we simply prove beyond any reasonable doubt that a certain opposition not capable of doing so. And Turkey is already guaranteeing the safety of Idlib. So what's the problem with Turkey? How could we ask Turkey to take care of it?
Here's the problem again. We are still relying on others. This is the problem. We are relying on Turkey, we are relying on America, we are relying on this, on that. We are not relying on us. I know that we are not militants, I know that we are not governments, and I know that we're not agencies that can support financial power. But individually, I think it all starts with education. When you see little kids in Ma'abat Nahman carrying the Turkish flag, on Ma'abat Nahman soil, where so many thousands of people have died, that kills you. And when you ask them, why are you doing this? They say it's because they are seeking security. Because Turkey is supposed to make sure that they are not going to be shelled again. But that never happened.
Just to answer, it's not an easy answer, and believe me, because we have two options. Of course, if the Syrian opposition or the Syrian Free Army groups decided to align with the Turkey to launch a military campaign against al-Nusra, and Nusra is not an easy. I mean, they come, all these groups from all over the country, and now heavily invested in Idlib. We talk about 15,000, 16,000 strong believer fighters. They have nothing to lose. This is why they can turn into Idlib a battleground and never ending. And that's benefit, of course, will benefit, the fifth one will benefit from that, the Assad government. This is why the best way Turkey tried to